Question of the video. How does it feel to be a fucking loser? A few years back, I was really into four-wheel drive. We'd build up Jeeps. I was working at a four-wheel drive shop at the time. Custom builds, lift kits, big tires, lockers, bigger engines, all that stuff. And I was part of a local Jeep club. And once a year, had a big hoot-to-do up in Tellico, North Carolina, a little bit of Tennessee, where we take the Jeeps and go up into the mountains, which would be a stark contrast from our usual Florida stomping grounds, right? Always happen around the Thanksgiving week, and for the Gator fans out there and the Seminole people, Thanksgiving week represents the UF-FSU game, long and storied rivalry. Big deal for fans on both sides. One particular year, I was up there, and I wasn't driving my own Jeep. I was running winch and spotter for my buddy. So already I'm a scrub, right? There was an FSU fan up there with us, and the game's coming up, and I'm hacking on him, he's hacking on me, all the while as we're running through the mountains and shit. And FSU beats UF. I was fucking devastated. I didn't know what to say to the guy. It was like my soul was ripped from my body. Have you seen, I don't know, it's the Chronicles of Riddick or whatever, and that one guy had the power to rip a person's soul out of their body? Visualize that, and that's what that felt like, to be a fucking loser. Not only am I a scrub, riding in the passenger side, my team loses. Why did it hurt so bad? Why? Well, rewind the clock. Maybe 8 years before that, maybe 5. I was still young on both sides. I was up at UF when I was in college, and we'd go to the games. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium seats probably 60,000 people at that time, maybe more. My buddy lived in North Hall, which is a block and a half, if even, more or less across the street from the fucking stadium. Staying there, game day, you walk across the street and go to the fucking football game, and then you walk across the street back to drink some more, hang out with gorgeous chicks. One particular game, UF came out on top. This may have been 96, prime, peak Steve Spurrier years, national championship year. And the game is over, and just a swarm of people, a sea of people, elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. And who do I see? Casey. She was a band nerd back in high school. I was a jock, kind of doing the pre-military thing. Did I mention she was a band nerd? So I see her, and she is dressed in her band uniform. She's part of the Pride of the Sunshine halftime show. Halftime's a pretty big to do if anyone listening's ever been to a college football game. She's with some of the other band people. This person that I went to high school with sees me, I see her, we lock eyes, we reach out to each other through the crowd, hand in hand, locking eyes. She wanted me, I wanted her. Well, hell, at least I thought she wanted me. I sure wanted her. Oh, man. Do that. Game's over. I don't have to walk 1.5 miles to the parking lot to get my car. I just have to go across the street where there's a 12-pack of beer and more beautiful women waiting for me. That was the University of Florida. And somehow, as I transpose myself onto every time UF plays FSU or something like that, is it that moment of winning when I was a youngster that's ripped from me, that delusion that's gone that I'm trying to relive? Maybe without valleys, you don't understand peaks. Maybe without peaks, you can't fully be devastated by a valley. I don't know. Tom Petty says in the song, even the losers, it mixes like broken glass. That's definitely the case when you're living in the past. I saw Casey again recently, a few years ago, when we were putting on the high school reunion. First time I'd seen her since that night. 25 years prior. Not sure if she remembers. I remember. I see UF play on TV, I remember. That, my friend, is what it feels like to be a fucking loser.